What's good, everybody? Typo here, coming at you with another one. Just going to be bringing you the Cool Tune deck profile. This is the updated one. I'd already recorded this once before, but I'm going to go ahead and re-record it here because I actually got a Fedralis, so I'll just have to wind up getting another one. Loki, don't know if I'll have another one before the regional, but we shall see. So either way, I'm just going to get into the profile here. This is pretty stock standard for what you'll see with this deck. The threes, obviously, we're just maxed out on basically everything. Except clip here. I do differ from a lot of lists. I know a lot of people will play it at 2 or 3, and I'm still floating between on if I want to stick it at 100%. But I like it at 1 a lot of the times just because I want it on my turn more than anything. It has a lot of value going second, but I'm playing the 2 in the side, so if I need it going second, I can put it in. And then obviously 3 of the dumbest card ever printed, Rotary. I've cut the field spell down to 1 just because I don't know, it's a good grind game piece, because if it gets outed and your board gets outed, you'll lose it. This deck really falters when it comes to grind game, so we have 3 Quilting Synchro, of course, and then the 1 Overtake and the 2 Duelist Genesis to add Overtake. What a great ban list. Ban list really did a lot for the format, I can say. I'm going to cope up over this ban list forever. But we do have 1 Fedralis. This is another one. I plan on trying to grab another one, and I will be playing a Magma with it because at 3, it's a little bricky, I feel, honestly, when you play it at 3, just from the testing that I've done with it in specific. It really, like, you'll get it once and then, yeah, but if you open 2 of it, it's pretty dead for the most part. Like, yeah, it'll be good for, per se, the rollover to your turn, but even still, it's just, I don't know, I just feel like it's not something you want to play at 3 in Cool Tune specifically. I'm probably wrong on that when it comes to, like, how it really should be, but that's just how I feel about it. We have 3 Fua, 3 Ash, of course, 3 Ghost Spell. These level 3 hand traps should be maxed. There's legitimately no reason to not max them out, just because they're bodies, and if you have to synchro with them, you can. 3 Valor. I think Valor's good at 3 just because it's basically more Rotary. If you don't open Rotary and you really need to get into Maker with a level 3, or shit, you can even use 2 Valor to make a fucking Track Maker with a level 2 if you have to. Then 1 Called By, of course, and then 3 Fallen Virtuous. This is something that I don't want. To be honest, I don't know if I'll keep it in here. And if I wind up keeping it in here, I'll probably cut it down to 2 just because it's a great card, don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, this is the contact see out and things like that, but it could probably go on the side. Just like, I don't know, it's bricky at 3, but it's really good. Don't underestimate it. It's a good card. It's just, I feel like I undervalue it too much, but it really does, I don't know, I really just wind up breaking on it more than anything most of the time. Extra deck. Now, this is something I'm still working on as well. I mean, I feel like these are the ones that just need to be at 2, 100%. I was testing a little bit with RS at 1, but that's just not possible. There's like no way you get past turn 4 with RS, or with only 1 RS. Loudness 4, 1, I think this is pretty standard, same for Crackle. And the only other one I would consider bumping up to 2 is B2B, because this is really what carries you throughout grind game, because you're not really going to be able to put too much back, in all honesty. So this is what's going to be your biggest piece of recursion in a sense. Of course, the Zaylin. Fallen Virtuous targets, of course, gotta have them. For my Fedralis Sin, or one of them at least, we are playing the Lulu just because you're able to add you're able to add Rotary or Valor, so it's pretty good, honestly. The Malong will probably get changed into something different, I don't know. Adding this is pretty good just because that one's an optional one. So that would probably be the Malong replacement, and then the Omega, just for a little bit of recursion to help out the deck, just because it's missing. It's missing in an engine recursion, which if this deck had an engine recursion, we'd be in tier 0. So thankfully, it balanced it in that way, I guess. Just something, there's definitely some specific pieces from here that are missing that I just need 100%. 2 Droll, 3 Retail, this is the combo with a clip. I could fit the Silvera still in here, but like I'd have to cut Malong potentially, or one of the names. I just don't know which name it would be good to cut. Just the Brutality is really good, I think. It's just you gotta be able to have clip to out it. But I don't know. I just feel like this will probably get cut unless I feel like the Solera line is really necessary. 2 Synchro Zone. This would be Gravity Collapse. I do not have any copies of Gravity Collapse currently, so this is something as well that I feel like could just be Fenrir, just because I feel Fenrir would honestly be better. But you can rip like, I think it's, yeah, if you resolve Unicorn and Clip and Crackle, you can rip 5 extra deck cards. So I mean, I feel like, and there's some certain matchups where this will be really good, but a lot of people are going to be doubled up. Even at locals, people have started to double up just because of the sheer amount of rips that the deck can do. So this would probably be Fenrir. Best case scenario, I think it just probably needs to be Fenrir, but I'm not 100%. I really need to do testing with both of them just to see which provides more value, because I feel like in the wider aspect of matchups, Fenrir would obviously, but like Unicorn, just the sheer thought of ripping 5, really good. Trust and talent. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this package is pretty good in here just because it'll help you get into Overtake or Genesis, whichever you really need to go for at that time, and obviously grab talents with it. I don't know. The side deck for Cool Tune is something really hard to figure out, because something like Mourner I even consider, just because it would help close out games faster, just because of like, do it on a big target, a Veiler the target, whatever it winds up being, and they have to get rid of it. They'll take like per se like 2K or something like that, and all I have to do is combo on just a little bit to make an RS that's big enough to do that. Put that in like that Zaylan, or whichever you have to do. The deck's really good at killing fast, but it will die to a lot of non-engine. If they just have the right non-engine, this deck can't just die. The good thing about the deck is Droll is pretty good into Droll if you open the certain pieces, because you're able to just set and kind of end on whatever you need to, as in Cool Tune Synchro and things like that. I don't know. This deck's just really iffy for me still currently. More so in I haven't learned it all the way, but I really need to lock in for it, because I will be going to Knoxville Regional again up in June 6th. So I'm not trying to record a little something there. Obviously, I'm not able to record the actual regional, but yeah. So here's to hoping we have local Saturday. See y'all.